Show me the dungeon. Show me the dungeon. Show me the dungeon. Show me the dungeon.
Welcome back to Show Me the Dungeon. This is our second episode. Thank you for listening to our first episode. We appreciate everybody that's listening in. My name is Malachi. A really quick recap from me, the Dungeon Master. We have escaped from a prison cell in which we weren't really locked into for very long. After we got out, we discovered that we were in a lush valley surrounded by mountains and forest. So our players are starting to gain a little bit of memory that they were previously told were locked away within the end of the dungeon. But obviously something is not quite correct with the dungeon. I play Philip Percival, and in this episode, Philip is remembering that he had an important figure in his life, and it was his teacher while he was going to his wizarding school.
My name is Zach. I'm playing Garrick.
Garrick, he's beginning to remember, as we're going through this, that at first he was obviously stressed out that he was here, but he's starting to remember that he actually was sent here for some purpose, and so that's kind of starting to come back to him.
My name is Marky, and I play Periwinkle, or Winnie, and she remembers that she has a fairy dragon whose name is Sprinkle. Well, her legal name is Sprinkle of Sunshine on a rainy day, but we just call her Sprinkle for short.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
My name is Brecken, and I'm playing Esmeralda. And Esmeralda is starting to remember that she is on her road of redemption, and she's trying to find out what she can do to atone for what she's done previously.
My name is Brooke, and I'm playing Elowyn, and she's beginning to remember that she is looking for her lost brother.
My name is Jason, and I am playing Stanley, or Stan. And Stan remembers that his father is missing, and he's been on a quest to find him. And that quest has led him to this current situation. This is something that he had hoped would shine more light on where his father is.
I'm Nate. I'm playing Corin Stonefang. I remember I can hear a second voice in my head. A special person. They talk to me.
Anyway, speaking of background, how do we feel about our first episode?
It's good. It was fun.
Yeah, I felt like it flowed really well. I felt like each character is really dynamic.
There's going to be some clashes.
We have a lot of very different characters.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke and Zach can't seem to ever
Garrick will love Elowyn eventually.
I don't think he will.
Probably
You
won't.
never know.
They never get along.
If you
Our
keep
characters
touching him,
always clash.
You touch me again.
Hey, he said
it'll
stop.
be a really love-hate
She stopped.
relationship.
She respects boundaries if clearly given.
I love how Marky's character literally loves everything and everyone.
It's
And
really
Uses,
great.
we're in the dungeon.
Yeah.
It's such a nice room. It's so nice in here.
It's
What?
so beautiful.
It was a lovely shade of gray. I don't know.
Show me the dungeon. This life's a bore. Without a little bit of danger, that's for sure. There is a monster now. Hey, I've got your back. It lunges to attack. My vision fades to black. Show me the dungeon. Show me the dungeon. Show me the dungeon.
So we will cut back. You guys were being told that you could be shown the entrance to the dungeon by the elder goblin, who currently we are calling Manny. Her actual name is Magarna Garmanma. It's a bunch of jungle goblin talk. But anyways, we'll cut back in. So I will show you the entrance to the dungeon as your reward. We shall equip you. What kind of weapons would you like to use?
I think I fancy a shield and a mace.
Very well. We could acquire said things. So, what they're going to do is, because their village is not so far, they're going to have the two other goblins that went and got the elder in the first place kind of run back and forth stuff. So one of the goblins, she's going to snap her fingers and speak a little bit of goblinish. Good enough for me. And one of the goblins is going to hightail out of there, and eventually she was going to wait, and she will go ahead and go to Winnie. And she goes, what about you? What do you want?
I would love a little dagger and a little pouch to put treasures in.
Okay. She's going to pull off her person, this elder, and she's going to chuck them at your feet. There, take mine.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait,
so
that
kind.
pouch. Nah, you can keep it.
Okay.
What was in there?
And I pick up the pouch and I unzip it.
So inside of it, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Human fingers.
Not quite. What would you like? She points to Esmeralda.
Do you have a longsword?
A short sword will have to do. It's long to us. I'm short.
That's
so she
fair.
will snap her fingers in the other one, and she'll speak some goblinish.
Shut up, boy, sit down.
Perfect. And the other goblin will run off while the other one is coming back. Presented to Garrick, the goblin will drop at your feet a club and a very shantily made shield made of like scrap wood and like some leather straps.
Thanks.
What was your nature check? It was a...
It was a 12.
12. There's some type of like fungus, like a mushroom type thing
Fungus.
inside of it. It's not like a mushroom-esque like or like toadstool-esque like shape. It's more of like that kind of gross stuff that grows on like the side of like a dead like stump or log. Kind of like, kind of orange in color. But yeah.
Pretty color?
I mean, orange, if orange is a pretty color.
Okay.
And
yeah.
it's kind of like slimy to touch.
Do you guys have any armor?
Slimy.
She like looks at herself and like kind of like gestures to herself with her hands. She's like, I don't.
All right.
Oh, you mean like in general?
Yes. I wasn't asking if you wear any armor.
How do you feel about wearing the hide of a boar?
That's fine with me.
Very well. So she'll send the other one back. She'll give some goblin talk. Man, I love this power. Anyways, what did you want? You wanted a sword. And the other goblin comes back and drops a short sword at your feet. It's seen better days.
Thank you.
I mean, you know for a fact that it's got somewhat of an edge, but it's got some dings in the side. What do you use? She points to Elwyn.
I would fancy a scythe.
What, are you going to go farming? Whatever. So she'll have one of the goblins go back and she'll speak in goblinish. You.
I want
Oh, you're the goblin.
And the goblin will run off.
Let's go farming.
Farming. What do you want?
Well, I don't know. This is so unexpected. I'm so excited. I got so many ideas.
She's got so many
Let me
words.
think. Well, you see,
unexpected. They've been talking about this for the past 10 minutes.
it's. I ain't
You
never
literally
been
watched
given.
him walk back and forth like 6 times. It's like we're all ordering DoorDash and your turn and you didn't know what you want.
Is it my turn? Can I talk?
Actually, I'm grouping you two together. You get nothing.
Can I make
I
another
feel like this
request?
happens
Flex
often.
at her.
One body, one request. All right, what do you want?
Can I also have a shield?
Yes. Let me have one of my goblin minions go get you a shield.
I just want armor.
No, give me your goblin voice. I have the power here.
Oh.
What do we want?
I want a battle axe.
Oh, yeah. I would like a battle axe.
You think these things have a battle axe?
I
Could be a hatchet, dude.
This is the DM speaking. I'm going to nerf you for this first, or I guess second episode. Start punching things.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, I don't really need anything.
And besides, anything that they would bring you would be pretty garbage.
It's a hatchet.
Okay, like
That's
a battle axe for a
dude.
goblin.
They're like this, and you're
They're kinda-
Yeah, we're just
These are low level goblins. We'll
Oh,
find some,
we
like,
don't need
goblin
nothing
bosses.
from you.
What? I've already said you don't have a chance anymore.
Did I get my armor?
No.
Oh,
Do you by chance have a ribbon?
I'm just
Sure.
confused. You want us to fight your war?
Yay!
but You're not.
And I tie the
Armor,
ribbon
yeah.
around the base of my
Goblin.
dagger.
You haven't gotten your armor because it's not here yet.
Oh, it's so
right.
beautiful.
Be patient.
I know, right?
And I look into your bag and I said, "Oh, we call that orange jelly.
That sounds delicious.
It's don't eat it."
Oh.
No.
You just making stuff up now, Brooke?
No, it's a real thing.
Oh, okay. There you go. She had looked up on her phone on Google
She came with
some
receipts.
fungus that is orange.
Grows
And
on
that's what she
trees.
found.
Slimy orange fungus that grows on trees. That's what he said.
All right. Well, off with you.
Well, my shield.
And my armor.
Fine.
And my scythe.
I'm sorry. Are they?
I feel like you
I'm
ain't
getting a lot of
done
attitude
this
from someone
before.
who's trying to have us fight their war for them. I'm kind of confused.
They have really short
Very
legs.
disrespectful.
You have asked for multiple things.
Oh, again, we're being asked to fight their war for them. They should arm us with everything they have.
This is everything we have,
I
unfortunately.
bet we don't even have to fight.
We've
we
lost
might
this
just be able
war.
to talk to them.
I disagree.
Thank you.
We're gonna go with kobolds. Goblins are easier from what it seems, but I'm pretty sure kobolds are a bit
You thought
scarier.
they would want to fight us, and they didn't. So maybe the kobolds.
I did not say that.
Anyways,
Maybe the dwarf has some wisdom.
so eventually the goblins will come back. They'll bring you a scythe. They'll go ahead and they'll bring you a shield. They'll bring you some hide armor.
I put the
Leather
scythe on
armor,
my
one of the
back,
two.
and my gauzy gown just kind of like holds it, hides it sort of in place.
Cool. I think we might call it a sickle, but you can call it a scythe.
Those are two different things.
Yeah.
A sickle-
Oh, but like the goblins
Yeah,
brought me like
They
a
bring you back a sickle.
I'd be like, more of a sickle, I'd say.
You know,
Yeah, put it
beggars
away.
can't be choosers.
Is that why you don't have anything?
We got these big arms.
1
Harm.
point.
This
Elwin,
big arm.
0 points.
That's pretty big.
Stanley.
Damn it, I told you not to say anything about that.
I like reach my hand towards the arm a little bit, like, oh.
Oh, she's doing it again.
She's touching people.
He said not to touch. I didn't touch. I didn't. Let the record show I did not touch. I've been in trouble for that before.
So, where are these kobolds?
You need to travel to the north part of the mountains.
Which way's north?
That away.
What kind of dwarf
She'll
are
point.
you?
Oh, did you know where north was?
Absolutely not. Actually, I feel like she would know where north was.
There will be a trail through the woods. Well, more of a large path because it's been trod upon by many of us and the kobolds. Once you get there, you'll know it when you see it. There will be 3 entrances into a little hill. I say little, but littler than the mountains. Inside, you will find the kobolds.
All right, let's go. And I grab
This sounds fun.
Esmeralda's arm and start to try to skip
Do a little
off,
skip
tiptoe
away.
off, and skip away.
I'm not skipping.
She's not really.
And I come to your other side and I try and skip with you.
But like poorly.
But like I don't know how to skip, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
So
On your tiptoes.
at this
This is
moment,
Use your tiptoes.
Tiptoes. Okay.
Philip will be all like,
And it gets worse.
I'm good. Thank you. It's like, oh, didn't even see you there. That's okay. I get forgotten quite often. As you guys are making your way towards the path that leads to the northern side of the mountains, you hear the elder goblin call out, "Bye-bye, everybody. Have fun storming the kobolds."
I just, without even looking back, just wave my club that I'm assuming is like a femur.
Yeah. Exactly.
It is now.
To try to be a part of the girls, Esmeralda's gonna attempt. I'm going to attempt to skip.
Well, if you're going to say attempt, give me a roll of the dice.
Acrobatics check.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics.
Oh, great.
Give me an acrobatics. This is dexterity. Keep your dex. Let's go. Yep, and
got
that's
a nat one.
that's what you get rewarded with.
That's so awesome.
Perfect.
That's what you
You're
get
doing
rewarded
worse
with.
I
than
love
me.
So-
I've had a lot of years to.
Take everyone
Okay.
else down with.
You get off balance. Fall.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, you give it your best effort, but you don't fall. You just not good at it.
All right, so they're walking off, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna turn to Cora and say, "Hey, this is what we're saddled with, my friend.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's gonna be interesting, and we're gonna follow behind him."
Hold on. Listen, big guy. It's pretty clear that we're probably the only ones who actually have any kind of like combat experience.
I feel like you're probably right.
I'm really worried about them and our tactical ability in this upcoming battle.
I'll be honest with you. I expect this to be ridiculously easy.
I don't remember if I've messed with kobolds before, but it sounds like there might be someone who's empowering them a little bit. And so I'd love to have some kind of like plan and not just us walk into here and say, hey, let's talk. Because that's what these guys are going to be doing.
Kobolds don't talk.
Thank you. I know. Neither do goblins up until now. And now we're all suddenly on their side.
I'm rolling a perception check. I want to know if I can hear this.
This place doesn't seem
How fast?
very normal, though.
So
That's
what
what I
should we
was
do?
thinking.
Should we... My first instinct is let's just go kill them all
Oh, I agree.
and move on with this.
Yeah.
They're walking with you at this point.
Or are we going to just let them play diplomacy until we get ambushed?
We had to pick a side because of the dungeon.
I mean, I'm sure we could have killed the goblins and gotten the same result.
All right.
That seems so inhumane.
He might be right. It's a moral dilemma. Anyways. All right. And then we'll go ahead and I'm going to transition the board. All right. So after traveling on the pathway for quite some time, we'll give it like maybe 20, 30 minutes, some in that ballpark. Long enough for you guys to kind of get bored. You guys finally happen upon the kind of a small cliff face of a sizable hill. There are 3 noticeable entrances. And go ahead and everybody give me perception checks really quick as you guys walk up on this hill.
Oh, yeah.
What a nat 20.
14.
Did you? I did too.
7.
16.
Okay. All right.
13 plus 5, 18.
So we'll take care of the high rolls first. So some nat 20s. All right. So Esmeralda and Corin, you guys notice that there are some lurking kobolds in the entrances. And you notice that in the center entrance of the tunnel into this hill, that there is a single kobold and there is a spike wall that is kind of blocking off that area. You also both notice that the kobolds have seen you, so they're not going to be surprised. So they see you guys coming. Anybody that rolled higher than a 15 will also notice that you guys have been spotted. You also notice that with also the nat 20s, you guys will notice that there are a total of 2 kobolds in the left and right tunnels. So 2 in each tunnel. And then in the center one, there's a single kobold in the center tunnel with the spiked wall. Anybody below that, you guys are kind of just seeing the darkness of the entrance of the tunnels here.
Does there seem to be anything different between the kobold and the middle tunnel between the other 4?
No, they all look pretty similar. The kobolds are, kind of scaly, lizardy peoples, short. It appears that they are kind of wearing rags of some sort, like loincloths, basically. And they seem to have a spiked weapon of some sort, possibly a dagger. And that's what you guys are seeing on them right now.
They're like the same size as goblins, right?
Yeah, 3 foot tall or something like that. They're short.
So as we're coming up the hill, I'm going to say I think that they're trying to protect something behind that spiked fence.
I don't see no spiked fence.
I can.
Oh, alrighty.
It's in the middle.
You see it there,
I do.
Cor? All right.
Yes, she's correct, says Philip. But I don't know if they're protecting something or they're keeping something captive. In or out. Either way, there is a spiked wall of sorts
It's
in the
curious
center tunnel.
that there's only one guard, though, for the spiked fence,
May I
depending on
make
what's in there.
A suggestion to the group. Let's ask.
Oh, gosh.
No, listen, please hear me out.
No, I think we've made our decision, and I think we should go ahead and just start blasting them, says Philip.
What if the goblins are in the wrong?
Oh, my gosh.
No, what if-
Holy crap,
what
dude.
if the kobolds need
Wait.
help from the goblins?
What if, guys? What if the goblins are savage creatures that shouldn't exist?
That's
Dude,
what
wasn't
I'm
I saying that?
He did say that.
Right. So let's find out.
Or let's
What
just get this over with.
Kobolds know. All right. Well, I'm going to go up and ask.
Well, no, I'm going to
No,
grab her arm.
no. Let her,
I'm
says
going-
Philip. She sees just as well as we do that they already know we're here, so why not?
What
Sure.
you want?
I am
dude.
going to grab Elowin's arm before she starts.
Here, I'll do the talking.
Oh, I should have known you was going to do
No.
that.
As Philip starts to walk forward.
Oh, there we go.
What are you gonna do?
I-
You gonna grab my arms too?
Also see that they notice us, and I just start walking forward and like waving at them.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
oh my gosh, new friends.
How did we end up with these crazy?
I told you this was going to happen.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't have any worries about being able to destroy all of these things, so I'm not really afraid. It's just quite an interesting curiosity.
I am going to move forward about. How far have they walked in front of me?
So we just walk.
Well, I
About-
mean, they're walking actively as you're walking at the same time, so
All right, I'm going to
you like talking to people, right, Elowin?
be just a little bit behind them, and then I'm gonna cast a thaumaturgy cantrip,
Oh, fun.
and I'm gonna cause tremors in the ground for a minute straight, so they'll stop.
All right. So you guys start to feel slight tremors in the ground.
This is cool.
From Periwinkle's shoulder, you hear, "I agree. I like it."
Hey, Garrick,
Crinkle.
what do you say we
I'm
stay back here and see
invisible.
what happens?
You're invisible
Sure.
right now.
Maybe they'll
Yeah.
learn their lesson.
You
Sure.
silly goose.
Right of them.
I'm not a goose. You're a
I
goose.
know. Oh gosh.
Yes,
And
you're a
everybody
minister.
just sees me having this conversation.
All right, we'll stay within range to help them out if we need to.
We're gonna.
Do you want to make
You-
yourself shown?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You all need to stop.
as they're
Stop walking.
as they're walking forward, we're gonna make sure that we're like
Oh,
I don't
stand.
know.
We're
yeah,
within
like
group.
range.
within range. We're
Not
like right
with them.
behind
We're not
them.
with them.
Oh, within
We're like maybe
range.
10 feet behind him.
Yeah, I'm
10
same.
feet.
Right, yeah.
Basically, we're not committed to the battle, but if we need to, we'll jump in. But we're
I should put the
more-
dwarf up here.
we're more curious to see what happens, and we
Yeah.
kind of want them to
You want them to make a move first?
Well, we want them to fail.
Oh, you
We
want them
want
to
it-
fit?
We
What?
want them not that
We
not that
want-
we
We don't want them to die.
fail,
No,
but
we don't want them to die.
we expect that the kobolds are just going to attack him.
They
And
haven't
they
so
won't
far.
listen to us. So we're just kind of waiting for them to attack. and
The
then we'll
ice to
jump.
break. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to walk up no more than 30 feet to the kobolds.
Wait, within
30
30
feet
feet of the
away.
kobold?
Within 30 feet. Not, yeah.
30 feet up to the kobold.
Yeah.
Hi!
Yeah, no.
Which
No,
tunnel?
that would be.
I'm
Reach
gonna-
out and shake
You
his
have to
hand.
shake his hand.
I'm going to turn to the girls and say, trust me for a moment.
Is there a specific tunnel you're walking up to?
The middle one.
Middle one. Okay.
Just,
Sprinkle.
and I'm
Elwood's
going
gonna try
to
something.
release my Thorn Whip cantrip. It is a dark green thorn, similar to the tattoos on my legs and arms, with thorns that don't pierce my skin. And I'm going to whip it towards the kobold, and it's going to wrap around it. And I'm going to say,
Come here, boy.
Kobolds, tell me why I shouldn't let my friends harm you.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna use the thorn whip, going ahead, and I think is that a roll of attack? I do believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll an attack. See
The
if you land.
moment she does that, I'm going to look over at Corn and be like, what the hell?
That was not what I was expecting. Rolls off her rocker.
Diplomacy doesn't have
Yeah,
to be
that's
weak.
diplomacy.
The thorn whip around your
13.
throat.
Yep. 13 will hit.
On a hit, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage.
All right. Roll damage.
Say it is thorns.
If it is large or smaller, you can pull it 10 feet. Okay.
It is smaller.
Roll damage is 3.
All right. So you lash out with your whip, and did you want to pull him towards you a little bit?
Yeah, I'll pull him 10 feet.
Like a dominatrix.
Exactly.
Damn.
All right, and at that, so you hit him, and he lets out a yelp. He lets out a yelp as you pull him forward. He takes 3 damage, and we're gonna give 4 prepared attacks from slings at you
Yep.
because you started combat, and then we'll roll initiative. So first things first, what is your armor class right now? Your AC.
11.
Okay, so 2 of those are going to hit you, and you are going to take 2d4 worth of damage. So you're going to take 7 damage. So 2 stones from slings are going to bash into your shoulder and into your chest. The other 2 are going to whiff over your head or at your feet.
Do we see where those come from?
Yeah, they came from the side tunnels. 4 rocks flung out kind of close to the same time. And now we'll roll initiative. By the way, for the listener, the party is level 2. Okay, so after the initial rock throws, we go to Corin. What are we doing?
I'm gonna rage. When I see her get hit, it just triggers me, and yeah, I'm going in a rage.
Oh, it's happening.
How far can I get up if I take a dash?
Oh, you can get all the way to him if you take a dash.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You have dashed and you are in range of the 2 on tunnel number 1, or in the visual for the people, tunnel on the left of the DM.
The dash takes my action, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
All right, then I'm good.
Okay. Up next is going to be Winnie.
I am enraged that they just hurt my friend, and so I'm just gonna like full on Eldritch blast these.
These over here?
One on the right side.
Okay, so she's going to Eldritch Blast ones on the right side of the DM in the right tunnel. That'll hit.
So I rolled a 15.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me some damage.
11 damage.
Yeah, so which one do you want to die? Because that blows him to bits.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Left or right?
We'll do left.
All right.
Yeah, my Eldritch Blast is just like purple light that comes out. Just slams right into him, and he
Literally
crumples
obliterates.
to the ground.
You did
Yeah.
double his HP and damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in the tunnel
Teaches
to
you
the
to mess with my
DM's
friend.
right, one of the kobolds in there explodes from force damage. All right. Anything else? Want to move?
No, I'm good.
All right. Up next will be
Stand right there.
Stanley Rockish.
So I'm going to look at one of the 2 kobolds in front of us, and I'll fix him with my eye. And in his mind, he hears, "This is a song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it." And it just keeps looping and looping. And I cast Dissonant Whispers on it.
All right. Go ahead and describe what that spell does to the listener.
All right, so target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from you as it can, using the safest route. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage.
You got a 5.
All right.
All you have to do is not get basically all once.
So it takes 7.
Total of 7? Yeah, he falls over and he convulses for a bit and then foams at the mouth and then stops moving. Any particular left or right?
Well, I'm on the left, so we'll go left.
Okay. 2 dead kobolds?
I guess he don't like music in his head.
Probably not. Especially when it
have a saying
scrambles his
after
poor
each
brain. Anything else? You have the opportunity to move the body.
No, but as my bonus action, I'm going to give 1 bardic inspiration to...
Elowen?
Yeah, Elowen.
How do you do so?
You crazy woman! You got this.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I feel so inspired.
Up,
How I do.
up next is Garrick.
Okay, I'm going to dash and put myself between Elowen and that kobold,
You can get up to it if you want.
and then just look at it and say, "I'm your opponent," and just put my shield up and just stare it square in the eye.
And it looks at you and it goes, "No hablo inglés."
No hablo el cama.
All right. Up next is the kobolds. Under the effect of your thorn whip, what happens with the thorn whip again? Remind me really quick, because that one is still thorn whipped. Doesn't get any like disadvantage or anything like that, does it?
Okay, so
Haven't played a druid in a long time.
yeah, no, just has the piercing damage.
Well, in that case, he is going to attack your dwarfy friend, and he's going to get a actually, that's pretty solid. He is going to get, it's going to be a dirty 20 with his dagger.
You hit.
All right. You are going to take a solid 5 damage. And then the other one that is standing in front of Stan and Corin is going to attack with his dagger on you guys. Oh, yeah, he's going to miss. He only got a total of 12. Does 12 hit
Nope.
you, Corin? They probably not.
Oh, no.
Not even close. Okay.
I'm sitting there just like screaming in
Yeah.
his face.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. All right. Other
Just
than
wait.
that,
Just wait.
the only other one that you guys can see in the right tunnel of mine over here, he has a sling and he can load up another rock. He's going to try and go ahead and hit Elowen again. Ooh, I think that'll hit. That's a 14 on your AC. Didn't you have 11 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He'll hit you with a rock, and he will do another 5 damage.
Gee.
Feel the power.
The first one was 4.
Yep.
5 hit points left.
You have 5 left.
5 HP. Well, you have Bardic Inspiration.
That is only for attack rolls and ability checks.
And then they're not going to be able to attack, but another kobold will take positions where the dead ones were at in tunnels right and left. So they're now, again, 2 kobolds in the left and right tunnels. All right, next up will be Esmeralda.
I am going to get right in front of Elowin. I'm going to use my lay on hands, and I'm going to use all 10 of my HP pool to heal her 10 points.
Okay.
Oh.
Heal 10 HP.
You are welcome.
See,
Maybe next time.
Friendship.
Please wait.
these
I listen.
these are reasonable boundaries, reasonable times to be touched.
And I brush her hair around her horn.
You
You're
reached
right.
that far back.
Far back. She's taller than you. Only slightly, though. About it.
That's all I
right.
can do right now, yeah.
Up next, we go to Philip. All right, he's going to be all like, well, let's go ahead and give one of these a go. And he's going to cast a firebolt at the current one in the center that is engaged with Garrick. 15 on dice, that will hit. I got to get a d10 here for some damage on that. Bada bing, bada boom. That'll be 6 damage, and that will kill the kobold in front of Garrick. And Philip goes, that was pretty spicy. I liked that. Up next from there will be Elowin.
Okay. I am extremely upset that I was hit by rocks when I was trying to be diplomatic. And that the dwarf didn't think I could handle myself afterwards. But I take the form of a white tiger.
Sick.
My robes billow, my hair billows, and I turn, but then I'm suddenly a white tiger behind
Oh my gosh.
Esmeralda.
and I'm kind of pissed. So
I'm stumbling back.
the tiger unfortunately kind of barrels past Esmeralda because he's on her right, and she's gonna go towards the
My
kobolds
right
on the right. So, okay, claw attack. I did. I got a 2. So I got a 7.
Does she hit or miss with a 7?
Yeah, she misses. All right, so your claw attack misses the kobold. Now we go back to the top of the turn order, and we go back to Corin.
All right.
You got 2 kobolds in front of you currently in tunnel left.
Oh, I'm going to the kobolds on the right.
Yeah.
I've just been seething at him. I'm
Ready
just
and
gonna
rearing to go.
huge fist and just slam it down on his head.
Okay, roll an attack.
Yeah, I need a different dice.
No, you don't. Keep going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a nat 20 again.
Wow.
So here's the thing. Go ahead and just describe how this thing dies, because your max damage, I think, is 8 plus something. So yeah, he's going to get obliterated.
Yeah, no, I'm literally to the ground. Just getting full fist, just blam, and he just
Roll me another d20.
completely explodes.
He goes
Okay.
2 feet into the ground.
Nice.
His head's barely sticking up, but he's definitely dead.
Awesome.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. Up next will be Winnie.
Okay. I giggle a little from that last one, and I talked to Sprinkle, and I'm like, "Did you see that? That was so cool. Let's do it again."
I was
then-
sleeping. I'll watch
Well,
this time.
Watch this time, okay?
Yeah,
Pay
yeah.
attention. Okay.
Which one? Left, right, where?
What do you think? Left, right?
Let's see if we can press the big ones and see if we can kill the one in front of them.
Oh, yeah. Left. Okay. We're gonna go left, and we're gonna do another Eldritch Blast. 21 to hit,
Yep. Roll damage?
10 damage.
Yeah, he did.
And purple, and just smacks right into him, and he obliterates
Yeah.
again.
So after
Did you see it that
knock
time?
that one- Oh, that was. Oh, I meant my left. I'll look the other way this
Dang
time.
it. Okay. We'll try again.
Okay. I'm sure it was cool though.
It was so cool.
Yeah. All right. Up next is Stan.
After Corin, decimates that one, and then the other one just like explodes in front of me. I'm like, oh, all right, let's get this, let's get it on. So I'm gonna turn, and we're gonna head on over to the other ones.
Okay.
Do we see anything inside? Like while we were at that entrance?
You probably see some more kobolds coming out of that. So yeah, I guess that would be important.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
Yeah, so peering inside
We'll let that sit.
the left tunnel, you would have saw at least another 2 kobolds.
So we're
Okay,
making their
I'm
way.
gonna turn to Corin. You want to go on in, or you want to go help them over there?
Let's go in.
Aye.
As you peer in, you'll see. Go ahead. I'm gonna get guys staged over here. Another kobold is coming towards the tunnel, and then another one is kind of coming down. What you see is some stairs, and the stairs from inside you can see the stairs lead kind of up to a raised area that is at the back of this kind of cavern here. And on the opposite side that would enter in from the right tunnel does the same thing, has a stairway that leads up to that same central part at the back, raised part. And then in the center, the dead center, there is a pit. Just with a glance at it, there seems to be either goblin remains or very emaciated goblins. And then also across the pit, you will see on the opposite side coming towards the right tunnel, another 2 kobolds are coming down that way. And then kind of a central figure that is centered on the back raised part. You see a kobold who is distinctly wielding a shield, a sword, and has like really nice armor on. But he is a kobold, and he is also same size, he's small.
Oh, no, he's up there.
Yeah, and he's up at the raised part at the back. So you'd have to go up the stairs to get to him. And he's kind of looking over into the pit. Or not necessarily looking over, he could look over into the pit.
And how far have we moved so far?
You've gotten about maybe 10 feet in.
Okay.
Or I guess no, it'd be 15 feet in.
Let's finish our progression towards the stairs.
Okay. Take an opportunity attack from this guy if you move further. So there's a guy
We're that
that's-
close to him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so as we're headed towards the stairs, we see this other kobold. So I'm going to turn to him. I'm like, oh, you see what we did to those other 2? Oh, you see the blood on this here battle axe? You're screwed.
There is no path. Your miniature has one, but you don't have one.
Oh, it's
He calls his
your
fist the battle axe.
You see the blood on his fist? That's going to be you. And so I cast Vicious Mockery.
Got the one up there on the raised area?
Shake my fist.
The one
at
right.
Oh, right in front of you.
Right in
Okay.
front of us.
Yeah, he got a 7 on dice, which is also -2, so it's a 5 total for a wisdom save.
From this perspective, he is like not even up to you guys' waist, which
they-
would be
they are tiny.
horrifying.
Comes up like maybe you're like mid-thigh.
He is not afraid at all. We rolled a 2.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
2 damage. He is still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, this little minion kobold at your feet has taken 2 damage. Anything else?
Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm going to shove him. I'm going to use telekinetic to shove him towards the pit.
Okay. How far does he get shoved?
5 feet.
All right. That's all shape. We go to Garrick.
Okay, so I'm going to have enough movement to make it right here.
Yep. All right. So you move on up to the right tunnel, and you are in range of one of the kobolds.
And I'm going to take this wild mace that I have in my hand, this club,
I think we had said it was
this
some
femur,
type of femur.
and it's just going to hit this dude right in the head.
Roll for femur hits.
I got a 17,
That will definitely hit.
and then I got a 7
Yeah.
for damage.
You cave in his head. He no feel good anymore. He dead.
He did.
All right. So you'd be able to kind of peer in a little bit and see that there is a couple more coming.
Okay.
give you that information.
That's my turn.
All right, we'll go ahead and move on to the kobold's turn. The one in the right tunnel, who is in front of Elowin and Garrick, is going to shift on over away from the tiger, and he's going to go ahead and give an attack on to Garrick. Does a 9 hit you?
Nope.
Yeah, didn't think so. All right, we will cut to the kobold in which Stanley had pushed inside the left side of the tunnel. he is going to step back forward and he's going to head and give a swing of his dagger. That will be onto that will not be onto Corin. That's a 5 on dice, a total of 9 again. That's going to miss. All right. The one running down the stairs on that same side is going to run up on Stanley's side of the body. He's actually going to flank you. So he's going to get into a flanking position. He has the movement for it. And he's going ahead and he will attack Stanley though. So he's going to give a roll to Stanley. Does a 12 hit?
Nope.
Dang it. All right. And we will cut back to the right side tunnel where Garrick and the tiger are at. Tiger being Element. Hi, Element. There are 2 kobolds in there coming down the stairs and running out the tunnel. One of them can make it into the tunnel, so it will go ahead and try and give an attack at the tiger. And the other one that's behind him will move forward and be ready to take position because there's only 2 spots available in the tunnel space. So the kobold will attack the tiger that came into the right entrance. I do believe that does hit you. That is a 15 to hit the tiger. Tiger's AC is 12 from what I saw. That's going to be 5 damage to tiger. Stabby stabby with a dagger into tiger. And then at this moment, the kobold with the armor and the sword is going to, or the armor, sword, and shield is going to walk down the stairs on the right side. He's going to look at Stanley, and he's going to bang his sword on his shield, and he's going to say, in common, "Your fight is with me." So go ahead and give me more than likely a wisdom save. Yep.
Nat 20.
Nice.
There's no modifier for my wisdom. So when he says that, I'm going to look over at him, side eye, be like, okay.
Okay. So on a fail, the creature does not succeed on you. That will be his turn. Next, we go to Esmeralda.
Alrighty, I'm going to run up to the left entrance of the cave.
Okay, left entrance where Stanley and Corin are at,
Yes.
right up to the entrance.
They're about 30 feet away or closer, right?
Oh yeah, they're definitely closer. The 2 that are in combat currently with Stan and Corin are definitely within your range of 30 feet.
I am going to use Bless, and I'm going to bless Stanley.
Oh, them. Yes, they're also in range.
Yes. I'm going to bless Stanley, Corin, and myself.
All right. Hashtag blessed, boys.
So whenever you guys go to make an
Yeah.
attack roll or a saving throw before my spell ends, you guys can roll a d4 and add that number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah, go ahead and set a D4 out in front of you guys so you guys remember. All right. Is that it?
Yep.
All right. We're going to go to Philip. And seeing that his firebolt last turn worked out pretty well, he's going to go ahead and take a couple of steps forward, and he's going to help you guys as far as on the right side, the tiger and Garrick. And he's going to reach out and he's going to be like, "Let's go again. Firebolt." And he's going to get a natural 20. Dang, getting a lot of nat 20s in this. So, the kobold that was currently engaged with Garrick is been firebolted. He screams and he dies as he bursts into flames. All right. I do believe that's all Philip will do. Now we go to Elwyn. Tiger, do things.
All right, I'm going to move forward a little. Yeah, I think I'm in a good place. I'm going to bite that kobold.
Okay.
What are you gonna buy?
His head.
Right on the snout, dude.
22.
Yep, that will hit.
All right, so 1d10.
6 damage. Chomp. I will say there wasn't quite a powerful enough bite to like take his head off, but you feel the crunch of his skull inside your mouth.
Gross, dude.
How does that make you feel?
The tiger really likes the blood taste. She's licking her lips and licking her paw and rubbing it on her ears real quick, you know.
Paints herself with the blood of her enemies.
Just cleaning up.
All right. Anything else you can do?
No.
All right. We cut back to Corin. You got some kobolds. One in front, one behind.
Yeah, the one in front of me, I'm just gonna scream at, and
Falcon. Huh.
yeah, I'm just same thing, just gonna splatter it on the ground.
All right. Give me an attack.
Die!
Don't forget to add your bless. Not that you need it, but just add it anyway.
18 total. Actually,
All right.
it's more than that.
So yeah, it was an 18 on dice.
Then
Go
I have
ahead and give me a
6.
D8 roll for damage.
All right.
It's unarmed, right?
Yeah, but because of their larger size, they get a D8. What's your modifier on it? You get a D8 plus your strength modifier. So I think your
Okay, so my strength is 4.
Yeah, you guys were kind of strong.
Yeah,
5
so
damage.
5.
Ooh, I think you might just do it. These guys have like no HP. You double check. I do believe kobolds are at 5. Yep, he dies.
Nice.
Dang, even at your weakest, you still kill him.
All right. Do you believe that is your turn? Unless you have some movement you want to take, I wouldn't because you're in combat. But what do you want to do?
I'll turn around to face the kobold that's behind us.
Up next is Winnie.
Okay. Do I have like line of sight to this kobold on the right
You can move
in the
if you
right
don't.
tunnel?
Yeah, basically. But if you want to go ahead and just kind of step up here next to Philip.
Yeah, I'll step up so that I have clear line of sight. And then I'll talk, of course, to Sprinkle. Okay, are we watching this time?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
I see him. That
Okay.
one. And he points, or she points with her little like fingers.
And
Thingy
Sprinkle's
claws.
still invisible at this point, right? Like people
Yeah.
think yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna do another Eldritch Blast at the kobold inside the
right.
tunnel.
All right.
The right tunnel.
Sprinkle is Addy.
24 natural 20.
Hey.
Whoa.
Wild.
So you roll, and then you double the damage.
I double the damage.
You double the roll. It rolls
it
for you.
it does it for me. So
does it?
11.
Yeah, he explodes.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. Did you see that, Sprinkle?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yay. Wasn't
like,
that cool?
He's like confetti now.
I know, it's so fun.
Yeah, except for it's like kind of yucky confetti. Anyway.
Each their own.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, Stanley. Back to you, good sir.
All right, so I'm going to look over at the kobold on the stairs.
Okay, go back to
The one that,
armored one.
yeah, the armored one that talked trash to me. I'm going to look at him and be like, "You can't win, my friend. So why you try?" And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers. That's what he hears in his head.
Mhm.
Wisdom saving throw.
All right, got an 11.
Nope.
All right, that will fail.
Nice. 13.
13 damage. He is still standing.
And it has to. I'm pretty sure it has to run away from you as far as possible, right?
It must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from you as it can using the safest route.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, run, you piece of trash.
He basically will make his way back up onto the raised platform at the back of the cavern here. All right.
They can keep rolling the d4 for attack rolls until my concentration is up, right?
And then when it comes to Bardic Inspiration, if I've given it to somebody and they haven't used it, can I use another one and give it to somebody else?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then as my bonus action, I am going to give Corin Bardic Inspiration. Corin. You, I don't know what to say. Bardic Inspiration.
Whoa, meta dude.
Yeah.
Be inspired.
You got this.
I was thinking maybe like a fist bump or something.
Yeah,
but-
that works too.
Yeah.
Blood splatters everywhere.
Yeah.
Just splatters off.
To everyone else, you just see boom.
Yeah.
Just rumbles.
The kobold in
Intimidation.
front of you was like,
Pees his pants a little bit. He doesn't have pants. He has a loincloth. All right. I do believe up next we have Garrick.
okay, I dash.
All right. Move inside of the right tunnel and gets his way to the first couple of stairs that leads up to.
While I'm
the
moving
platform.
past, am I able to see if there's anything in the pit?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. A glancing perception.
Okay, perception 9.
Okay. So basically as before, so you see some goblins, and it's really hard to tell if they're just like not moving because they're just so emaciated, or if they're just dead bodies.
Right. Okay. And that's my turn.
Up next is the kobolds. Well, we have one lonely kobold that's not the one in armor standing before Corn and Stanley. Yeah, he'll give a stab. He's still inspired by his awesome leader. Does a solid, and again, it's pretty solid, 16 hit Corn.
Nope.
It was a pretty solid 16, though.
How about
It was solid.
That's good try.
he aimed for the wrong side?
He tries to give a stab. He's sad now. That's a sad kobold now.
Yeah, it was close. Very close. Good try.
And then we have our dude there. So he had to run away on his turn, or on your turn, as his reaction. So he no longer has his reaction.
Right.
On his turn, though, he can try and come back and attack, question mark, I'm
Yes.
assuming? Okay. So he's going to, like, look back and forth and see that he's got a guy coming from behind him. And he's going to kind of yell out, "How dare you interrupt the workings of Bahamut? What are you doing here, and who do you work for?"
Is he talking to us? Who's he addressing that?
Yeah, just whoever's in here. So he's kind of looking more at Garrick, because Garrick is kind of, like, running towards him.
We're here because the goblins said that you started fighting with them, and the only way for us to get out of this place is for us to come finish their war.
So, the lot of you are evil, for you have sided with evil goblins against...
That's not really what was said. We really just want to get out of here, and I guess we have to kill y'all to do it. So, die.
Well, I will ask upon my deity to smite thee as soon as I come closer to you.
Wow, whoopity-doo.
You side with goblins, short man.
No, we
You
don't
do!
side
You
with-
conspire! And he's going to
Okay.
run towards you.
Bring it on.
Yeah, he'll get in range. And he is going to do his best to cast, or to use a divine smite.
I want that shield.
You want his shield?
Yeah.
So the question is, what is your character's current alignment?
It is lawful neutral.
All right. He will smite you, if you're okay with that. At least he'll try anyways.
It pleaseth the crown.
If it pleases the crowd.
Yeah.
All right, he will swing. Ooh, does
That
a...
hits.
Okay. There's a 23, by the way, everybody.
Jeez.
Dang.
Oh, the extra damage is 2d8. All right, so you are going to take a solid 19 damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
Up next is Esmeralda.
Clarifying question. If I attack something with my short sword, does that break my concentration?
No, only if you get attacked, and you have to roll
Cool.
a concentration.
Or you cast another concentration spell.
Correct.
I'm going to run up to the kobold that is in front of our little ogre
Ooh,
friends.
good friends.
And I'm going to attack him with my short sword.
Right.
16 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Sweet. And 5 damage.
Yep, that will take him out.
I slice his neck open.
Okay.
The
Ouch.
blood splurts all over Warren and Stanley.
Lick it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting
We're
Give
just
me my
like-
bless
we're like-
back.
Yeah, I just got a feral, like,
Yeah.
huge smile. Just, yeah. I'm totally into it.
Anything else?
I'm really concerned that you guys reacted that way.
I mean, I'm, like, raging out right now.
You're
I
just, like,
Yeah.
oh. And then from across the way, could I see Garrick get like
Yes.
pummeled?
So yeah, this... I guess I could have given some more description there, but yeah, the kobold in the full armor and the shield and the sword. Yeah, so he takes his sword and gives it a mighty thrust, and you guys do see a light up in this tunnel, or not tunnel, but this cavern. And yeah, you feel kind of a rumble as the strike hits. But yes, it was very obvious.
When we see that happen, yeah, I'm going to turn over and just, we got to get over there.
So every time one of these creatures dies, you see both of us we almost get gleeful. Not necessarily gleeful, but it
It's
seems
almost
like,
a glint in our eyes.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
we're just like, oh, not sexual.
Ready for it.
we react. We react in a positive way.
We're going to end your turn. We're going ahead and we will go to Philip. Philip is going to look at Periwinkle and be all like, "Dear Winnie, I think we should probably see what's going on in there. Did you see that flash of light?"
I did, yeah. It was so pretty.
I knew you were going to say that.
He's he looks at you. He's like, more concerning than not. And he's going to go ahead and make his way to the entrance of the right tunnel and peer in. Garrick, do you need help?
That would be nice.
Okay, firebolt. 'Cause I don't want to waste my spells, unfortunately. Oh, that's not good. Duck! So yeah, his firebolt will shoot off and it will hit the shield of the armored kobold. He's like, well, he looks kind of scary.
I got him.
Okay. And up next will be Elwyn as a tiger.
Well, Tiger Elwyn first rubs her face across Philip's legs,
Yeah, he's like, don't do that.
and then runs off
Now
No
gone.
boundary.
40 feet to go and help Gary.
Okay, so it's Corin's turn. We're back at the top of the turn
Oh.
order.
Is there any way for me to get to the other side other than going up the stairs and around?
Yeah, so
Okay,
you're here,
I'll
so.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's good. You're so heavy.
So we're dashing up the stairs and across the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get about just barely right to center of the upper platform up there. So you're on the right side, but just barely on the right side of the upper platform. So you're probably another 15 feet away from him.
Okay. As
getting
it circles back down the
Yeah, as it circles back
stairs
down
on
the other
other
side. Yep. All right. Go to Winnie.
Me. All right. I am going to come up to the tunnel so that I have line of sight.
Yeah, if you
So
get right
this-
to the entrance of the tunnel area there on the right, yeah,
Perfect.
you'll be able to see him.
And we're going to try this again. We're going to Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Let's go, Sprinkle. Ooh,
Ha, how do you like them apples?
11.
That will bounce off his armor.
Sprinkle.
What? That was
watched
still.
last time.
It was still
It's
pretty.
me.
Still pretty. I liked it. And
It was pretty. You're right.
Philip's like, are you talking? I mean, you kind of had the same effect I did. Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah. Anyways. All right, Stanley. It is Stanley's turn.
All right. So I'm going to call to him. Hey. Hey. Butthead.
Hey there, dude.
You're ugly, and I'll bet your mama don't like you, and I'll bet your dad left when you was little. Never came back again.
Going to get milk.
How was that? Do you think that was good?
Go ahead and roll damage. That'll hit.
I cast
He brings.
manual
He
breathing.
brings kind of like the. Kind of brings his sword, palm up to like his head. And he's like, "Oh, my head."
I think I see a tear in his eye.
Oh, nice. 6.
6 damage.
Don't let that kill him.
Nope, he's still alive.
If he kills him, it kills him.
Insulted him to death.
All right, up next is Garrick.
Okay. I'm going to use a bonus action to do a second win. So I'm going to roll 1d10. And +2. So I regenerate 5 life. And then I'm going to attack. So I'm going to do... does a 13 hit?
It will not hit him.
Okay, I'm going to action surge. And then attack him again.
Mm-hmm.
Even worse, due to 10.
Oof. Yep. 10 will not hit as well.
Okay. And then that's my turn.
So you guys try and trade some blows, and you try to club him with your femur, and he keeps blocking you with a shield. Dang, he's so cool and hot.
I want that shield.
Pretty cool shield. It does have a dragon's head on it. Alrighty then. Up next is the kobold himself, by himself. All right. He'll go ahead and he'll keep locked in combat with Garrick. Go ahead and he'll swing his sword.
Diamond sword. Is that a natural 20, dude?
That is a nat 20. Yeah, that's a 7 and 5 on dice. So, how you feeling over there, buddy?
So that's 12. So I'm down.
Yeah, how you feeling over there, buddy?
I mean, I'm down. But you have to double that.
Oh,
But I'm not Okay, so I'm down, but I'm not dead.
We'll call you down. Yeah, you're not dead. So you'll be doing some death saving throws. So yeah, so he's going to swing on you, and he will say as you crumple to the ground, "Aha, you see, the might of Bahamut has struck you down. Who is next? Who will fight me?" And he will bang on his shield again with his sword.
He's French.
Close enough. I don't know. I'm doing some type of accent. I figured an accent was appropriate.
Yeah, it's good. Those kobolds, they really.
A-holes. So he cannot do anything else. Actually, he has one spell that he can cast here. So you will see all those that are still up. So after he strikes Garrick down, he then slams his sword on his shield, and as he does so, he seems to shimmer with light. All right. Up next is Esmeralda.
Yeah, I'm dashing towards them. I'm gonna go up those stairs.
I wonder if it's quicker to run outside.
I think in the heat of the action, I would just run forward, though. I would like to throw my short sword at the
Kobold
kobold.
in armor.
The kobold.
Kobold, roll me a
The
d20.
Kobold. D20.
Yeah.
So a 16, I'm going to add my D4 to that since I'm also blessed.
Okay.
16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Unfortunately, that does miss. So, anything else? You want to try and dance? All right, we go to Philip. Philip! Oh boy, Winnie. I think we need to get in there. I think Garrick just got hurt. He's going to go ahead and step inside on the right side there, and he's going to get to a point where he can cast Chromatic Orb. So you'll see him juggle around a little ball in his hand, and it'll change colors, and then he'll be like, "Yeah!" And he'll thrust it forward, hoping that it'll land. Ooh. So as it flies towards the armored kobold, he blocks it with his shield, and he looks at Philip, and he's like, "What the dick? You think you can take on me? Ha! Good luck!" And Philip's like, "Well, Winnie, it didn't work." And we are going to go to Elowin as a tiger.
All right. I'm going to stalk up to him and I'm going to do the pounce. I back up and I run 20 feet and I pounce. So he needs to do a DC 13.
Yeah. Oof. He has a 15.
You do a
I want
claw
to do,
strike, don't you?
Tiger moves towards a creature, then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn.
You have to hit it first.
Okay,
Oh,
so
true.
I hit it first.
I will keep his rolled 15 though, so we'll go ahead and roll an attack, see if you can do some damage to him.
You
And I
still
want to
have the bardic
use,
inspiration.
the bardic inspiration,
You
the
decide
extra
to use
DC.
that after you.
Yeah, so go ahead
Okay,
and roll a
so
d20
then I'll
first,
roll
and we'll see.
first. I got a 12 plus 5, so I got a 17.
Go ahead and roll the
And I'll do
d6.
the d6. So I got another 5, so 22.
22, that'll hit. So he will jump onto him and you will claw at him, but he will not fall prone.
So then I roll a d8 plus 3.
All right, 9 damage.
9 damage.
Nice. He's looking bloody.
So I pounce on him and kind of bounce.
He does stay steady though. He does not.
He
get
stays
down.
steady, so I kind of skid off, and then I rake my claws across his face,
He'll say, "Ouch, bad kitty."
and then I lick my claws clean.
All right, Corin
Oh, yeah.
is back to you, good sir.
Yep. I'm going to run up behind him
Okay.
and do what I do best. And
Alright.
I'm just, same thing. He has a helmet.
He does not have a helmet.
Okay. That's fine. He's all in what kind of armor?
It looks to be like a plate armor.
We gotta open him
Okay.
like a can opener, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's white.
Keep the armor safe.
Like it's silvery.
Yeah, I'm going to, same thing. I'm going to bring my fist down right on his head. I want to just splatter his head. What I'm going for here is I want to splatter his head
Pure
and his
splatter.
whole body just kind of is still
left
Shoot
there.
there.
into his armor.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll with advantage because you are flanking with a tiger.
Okay, so 15, 17. So 26.
Yep, that will hit. Now give me some damage. Nice.
Son. Oh, that is 7.
Yeah, that's
God, I
good.
thought that was a 1. So 7, 9, it's 13.
He is still up. He goes, "Ow! What the heck?"
Yeah, I think that's all I have.
Very good. We go to Winnie.
Me. Okay, I am going to. Yeah, we'll step into the little tunnel this time. All right, Sprinkle, we're trying again. Let's go.
All right, eyes are
Eldritch
open.
Blast. 9. 9 to hit.
That was not good. Try
I
again
know.
better.
I wish.
So yeah, your Eldritch Blast, he will block it with his shield. Shield powers.
We must be feeling a little tired.
Why does she keep calling Philip Sprinkles?
I try not to pay much attention to her. Kind of scary.
Your turn, Stan.
All right. So I'm going to follow up with doing the exact same thing.
Little bonk to the head.
Yep. Bonk to the head.
All right, give it your best.
Like, well, I probably do that too. Oh, I'm going to reach up and go, down on him.
Just slap him. Pimp slap him.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. Do 4 damage to him.
All right, he's still up, but just barely. All right, the first death save of the podcast.
All right. 15. All right.
That's a save.
I saved one.
So you're back up.
No, you either have to pass 3 or fail 3,
Correct, yeah.
or get a natural 20, and then I'm stabilized with 1 life.
True.
Okay.
All right, we go back to the kobold. All right, so he is going to look at the tiger, be like, you are also a foul beast. I will slay you. By the power of Bahamut, I cast Divine Smack. Ha! Take that! And he will go ahead and bury his sword in the tiger.
Shunk.
You might be okay. You take 12 damage.
12 damage.
He sees you are still up, and he's like, you are a formidable foe. Come at me,
I
tiger.
roar at him.
I got hit by a natural 20.
Up next will be Esmeralda.
I am going to dash again up to where I can get to Garrick.
Okay, you are at Garrett.
Can I cast a spell even though I dashed?
If it's a bonus action, you can. All right, we're going to go to Philip. Philip's going to be all like, well, the chromatic orb didn't work, and I'm kind of low on spell slots. The tried and true, Firebolt. Well, Fooey, Winnie, this whole casting thing isn't working for us anymore.
It's really not. But that's okay.
Yeah,
We're having fun.
yeah, one of us is. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, up next is the tiger.
Okay. We're gonna bite again. Let's see if we can
Come at me, tiger. Bite me. Give me your
bite
best.
his little head off. 17 plus 5, 22.
That will hit.
And the bite is a d10 plus 3. 11. 12.
Tell me how you rip his head off. Actually, you can do whatever you want. But tell me how you do that.
Is he taller than the...
Tiger?
The tiger?
No, your head probably comes up to his face.
Okay.
Even though you're on all fours. You may even be slightly above his head. He's pretty short.
So I wrap my big pink blood-stained paws around his body.
As you do.
And I pull him in with my claws, digging into his armor as best they can. And I just open my giant tiger mouth with my blood-dripping fangs, and I just crunch his head and kind of just fling his little body and...
What are his last words?
As he dies. Sorry. So as he is being ripped apart, he screams in pain, and he states, Bahamut has failed me. My quest to get rid of the evil in this valley has failed. And he dies.
And then I just clean
Feel like
myself
we
with my
might have
paws.
picked the wrong side.
I'm in the back jumping and clapping.
And then as a bonus, my bonus action, I turn back into Elowin.
All right, and you still have the remaining HP that you had when you were Elowin, so whatever low amount you were at after being hit a few times.
I was at 15
That's pretty low.
out of 16. I
16?
got 10 from
Make
Oh,
another-
well done.
you
My
make another
friend.
throw.
Oh yeah, you guys want to help your friend Garrick?
I cast Cure Wounds on Garrick.
All right, roll your HP. How much do you give him?
Now we'll find out. 1d8 plus my spell casting ability. So 1d8 plus 3.
So we're out of
Yep,
combat.
we
then.
are out of
I can
combat.
cast
You
Cure
get
Wounds
8
on him also.
HP back.
So I give him 17.
Every health counts.
And you heal me for 17?
17.
Dang.
Mine feels
All right.
lame now.
Yeah, so we're out of combat. My rage wears off, and I'm just kind of looking at my fists, like just totally covered in blood, and I'm just splattered, and I'm just gonna start trying to wipe it all off. I'm just gonna kind of whisper to Stanley, just, "Oh man, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to lose it like that."
I don't think you need to apologize, my friend. I feel like the situation called for violence.
Maybe.
You should need to take a deep breath.
As they're having this like heartfelt moment, I am going to pick up my short sword that I dropped earlier.
Good idea.
I'm gonna and then like stand up and just start like checking my wounds, see if I'm like still bleeding anywhere, and just kind of
Hey.
recover.
Hey, feller, you're something fierce.
Thank you. That hurt.
You took a beating, and you just you almost died.
I mean, I can't remember a whole lot before this, but I don't know if I've ever been hit and just a bunch of light show up after. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That hurt.
That was something.
You think
So-
do you guys think it was a sword or is like?
I
I would know, right?
You would know.
Well, I guess maybe I
Roll
wouldn't
me
know.
a religion check.
I felt like it came from the shield.
So Philip will walk up and like pull the shield off of the kobold's hand, or out of the kobold's hand, and be like, "I do believe you deserve this," and he'll hand it to Garrick.
I was hoping. I
Well
could have that
deserved,
shield.
my friend. Well
I
deserved.
rolled a 23.
23 religion. Yeah, so you're familiar with other deities. So Bahamut is a good deity. He's a lawful good deity, and he is a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah, the good dragon.
The very
It's
good
a
dragon.
silver dragon.
Anybody
So-
know what Bahamut was?
What color are these kobolds?
So the kobolds that were not in armor were like regular kobold
Got you.
colored, browns and reds and greens and stuff like that. That one in particular that you have slain and that was in the armor, he was actually kind of like golden in color, yellowish kind of in color.
Yeah, we picked the wrong side.
So I've seen something similar to that flash of light before. And looking at the kobold, the now dead kobold, he worshipped
Bahamut.
Bahamut, which is a good dragon deity. I think
That's unfortunate.
I fear.
I think the dwarf may have been right about his earlier
Well,
statement.
you might have been duped.
I think
We
Garrick was
should
right,
have-
guys.
Maybe decided to talk to them
Elwyn?
first.
Philip will actually pipe up and be like, "Didn't you throw a whip at one of them?"
I didn't know they would throw rocks back at me, and you know what? I let you guys get to me, and I went against.
I feel
By
like this is not
nature,
our
I
fault at
feel-
all.
I'm gonna walk away and sigh very heavily.
All right.
Can I grab that sword too?
I just had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does the armor look like it would fit me?
She's not normal.
It's pretty small,
Pretty small.
but
It's
you could try.
Can I try to put it on and see if it'll fit? Not like the whole thing, but just like see if like I'm not gonna get all the way in it and be like, okay, this doesn't fit.
You're like
So
the
you
evil
find-
stepsister.
That as you pull the armor to like try and put over your like head,
hmm
it seems to like expand to fit you perfectly.
So it fits.
Yes.
So you put all the armor on?
Yeah.
The sword is a long sword.
hmm
It's it's short to you, but it is a long sword.
Is it short to me, the dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's kind of short, but it is a long sword.
Okay. What type of armor is this?
It's just plate, but it's like
It's
enchanted to be
just
able to fit.
plate.
Yeah, but it's enchanted
Yeah.
to fit any person that tries to wear it. And the shield is already added to your inventory. It is the shield of the silver dragon.
While this is going on, we're gonna walk down to the edge of the pit and look down in there.
As you all stare into the pit, you see that absolutely none of the goblin men have survived. They are all dead. And that is where we will end this episode.
Show me the dungeon. Show me the dungeon. Show